Alright, alright, alright. It's your boy Savage here. Just wanted to make a quick video about this survey that they have. It's an Ascension poll they just released, I think yesterday. Just wanted to talk about it, go through it real quick and see what your guys' thoughts are, give you my thoughts, kind of go through that. And let's see, when should Molten Core release? So we're in November, November 7th. ZG just released. I'm thinking December at the earliest. Let people get their ZG loot. There's no reason to rush anything. Let's keep going. Now that the realms have stabilized, should Malfurion merge into Bronzebeard? Yes. From what I hear, uh, the population on Malfurion is very, very small. And I kind of feel bad for those guys because they can't PvP and they can't really take advantage of some of the things that are happening on Bronzebeard, other than the crashes, obviously. But apparently there's crashes over there too, so I don't really think they have a huge advantage by playing on Malfurion, unless they want to do like some kind of single player situation or maybe a challenge or something that a high pop realm would make more difficult. But uh, yeah, I'm gonna say yes on that. So let's look at here. Would you like to see the potion of experience enabled? Um, it's a tricky one. I'm leveling right now. I'm on my paladin, as you can see here, and I'm leveling a bunch of alts. So for me personally, I would say yes. Do I think it's good for this server? Yes, I think so. Yeah. I don't see a real. I mean, I have all the heirlooms and everything, and on this guy, and I don't really see a drawback to increasing the experience even more. Like, if you're gonna release Molten Core in December next month, then the more people you have at 60, the better. That's where the game really starts. So I don't see a problem with it, improving experience as much as possible. Um, so I'm gonna say yes on that. How do you feel about the cadence of content releases? Um, Personally, I like it slow. I know that kind of contradicts what I talked about about the experience, but as far as like in-game cadence, um, and that's where I think you know, you have to kind of separate the leveling from the in-game. I think leveling should be quick, as quick as you want it to be. Like you don't have to take the potion, you know. You don't have to wear the heirlooms. You can slow it down as much as you want. You could do the challenges that slow it down. That's a personal choice. The in-game cadence, meaning how fast it goes, is it's not really up to you. So uh, I prefer it to be slow. That way, I can experience it, like if I'm at work or whatever, or out with the fam, and I don't have I miss a week or so. I don't feel like I'm like struggling to catch up with people, or I don't feel like everyone's so far ahead that I'll never catch up. And also, it just feels more vanilla to me. It feels more old school, which I like. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna say very slow. Why rush it? Like the more you rush it, the more the I think the more people are just gonna just do it instantly and then be like bored and quit, or uh, quit their guilds, or just stop playing. And then the server feels dead because you've done the content already, and you're like, okay, why am I playing in that? Especially when you're talking about in-game, or you start leveling alts like me. All right, would you like to see war mode and high risk in a different phase in the open world, separate from PvE mode? Hmm, That's a tough one. I think a separate phase. That would be weird. So you would go into a high risk zone and you would only be with, I'm assuming this what this means. You would only be with other high risk players. You wouldn't see PvEers, in that zone. I think that's okay. Um, but I'm more in the middle than anything. I think I'm more indifferent personally because I do high risk, but I don't feel like people should have to, if they're in a high risk zone, I don't feel like they should have to participate, and they don't in some cases, right? Um, but there are some dynamics there, like if you're in a group and you're trying to do some PvP or whatever, and there's PvEers there, there's some mob situations that can happen there, and some griefing, and yeah, it can get a little weird with everybody being on the same layer and with the different dynamics of high risk and war mode. Um, I'm kind of indifferent though. Like I just don't. I'll just adapt to whatever situation happens. Is kind of the way I like to play WoW or any game for that matter. If like instead of complaining about things and this guy's waving at me. Hey man. Uh, Instead of like complaining about things and stuff, I just kind of adapt to the situation. That's the way I treat life. Adapt and overcome. And in this case, whatever they decide, I'll just adapt to it. So I'm gonna click indifferent. And I guess that's it on the options. But let's go back through, make sure. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah, the potion. I'm for the potion. Molten core. I want molten core. I just think it's a little too early. I mean, the server just came out not that long ago. Merge. I'm for the merge. Actually, I thought this server was a little longer. Um, Cadence, slow, and war mode, indifferent. There we have it. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I know it's a short video. I'm about to start a stream where I'm going to level up some of my tunes here that have rested XP. You're more than welcome to come watch on YouTube and on Twitch. Savage out.